My world theatre tradition is Peking opera, and my convention is exploring the gestures of the character Huadan. The other three characters are Sheng, Chao, and Jing, and each character have their own manner of gestures, movement, and vocal techniques, according to the Department of Theatre and Dance at Hamilton College. According to Goldstein, an associate professor at the University of Southern California, the Dan role refers to any female role in Peking opera. Zhu Zhengbei, a researcher in the Chinese Art Academy, supports this claim and also adds that there are four main Dan roles: Huadan, Laodan, Wudan, and Saidan. The Huadan is a vivacious, beautiful female representing girls of ordinary households or a beautiful young woman. According to the Department of Theatre and Dance at Hamilton College, the task of the male Dan actor is to interpret feminine character and behaviour for audiences and create the impression that it's a woman who is acting. This would be done by the actor's skill in conveying the essential points that typify women in the eyes of the audience. Therefore, I think that gestures would reflect how women are perceived at the time. Next, Zhu claims Peking opera was born when the four great Anhui troops brought Hui opera in 1790 to Beijing for the 80th birthday of Emperor Qinglong of the Qing dynasty. According to Goldstein, the opera was originally staged for the court and only made available to the public later. This is because of the class system in place in the Qing dynasty, which gave lower-class citizens significantly less rights, according to Stapleton, an associate professor at the University of Buffalo. In 1828, several Huebai troops from Huebai arrived in Beijing and performed with the Anhui troops. This combination created Peking opera melodies. Peking opera is considered to have been formed by 1845, says Goldstein. Next, according to Jin Jiang, a professor at East China Normal University, Peking opera was originally male exclusive. Qing dynasty emperors repeatedly banned female performers and implemented limitations on female audience members. So the art form mainly catered to the tastes of males. The last ban was in 1772 by the Emperor Qinglong. According to the social norms of the Qing dynasty, a patrilineal society, women were to remain subservient to the male figures at all stages of their lives. They would serve their fathers when they were young, their husbands after marriage, and their sons when they were old, says Clifton. In the 1870s, female performers began to impersonate male roles and declared equality with men. Li Maoer founded the first female Peking opera troupe in Shanghai. By 1894, the first commercial venue showcasing female performance troupes appeared in Shanghai. Theatre artist Yu Zhenting petitioned for the lifting of the ban on female actors after the founding of the Republic of China in 1911. This was accepted in 1912, says Hui Li. When the Chinese Communist Party came to power in China in 1949, the new government moved to bring art in line with the communist ideology, to make art and literature a component of their whole revolutionary machine. Dramatic works without communist themes were considered subservient and were ultimately banned during the Cultural Revolution of 1966 to 1976. States Young, a former professor at the University of Colorado. I contacted Dr. David Ralston at Michigan University. We discussed textualization. He states, Chinese regimes of censorship pushed for the textualization of Chinese theatre to facilitate the policing of performances, something whose effects became more and more real as the power, capabilities, and interest of the state in these affairs increased, culminating in the demand that everything be textualized. According to Xing Lu, a professor in the College of Communication at DePaul University, Jiang Xing, wife to Mao Zedong, reviewed 5 model operas to express Mao's view that art must serve the interests of the workers, peasants, and the soldiers, and must conform to the proletarian ideology. Macaris, an emeritus professor at Griffith University, says, after 1976, traditional Peking opera started to be performed again. According to Google's Earth's English Dictionary from Oxford Languages, the proletarian ideology is relating to the proletariat. The proletariat is working class people regarded collectively. Next. According to Zhu, the front of the stage extends forward with 3 sides facing the audience. The other side is backstage. An embroidered curtain hangs across the backstage and performers enter and exit from the sides. Next. According to Zhu, music for Peking opera follows commonly used tunes, and words are written to fit tunes. The orchestra consists of the wencheng, which accompanies singing, and the wuchang, which supports the acting and dialogue, dancing and acrobatic fighting. Some common instruments are the mandolin, drums, gongs, and cymbals. Next. The gestures and movements are combined according to character, mood, or situation, states Jiang in a thesis at the University of Montana. Gestures in the performance of Dan are reflected in finger styles. Since most of the finger styles look like orchids, they are collectively referred to as orchid finger poses. At the same time, the actors can express complex inner feelings and thoughts by changing gestures. Gestures are extremely rich, which are sometimes more convenient than oral language, states Bao in a thesis at the Rochester Institute of Technology.